Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to RimWorld where, ooh yeah, we are making progress. Absolutely delightful. Inspired recruitment, Eric, well, it's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame that that's the case because we don't have anyone in our prison at this particular point in time. But it'd be real nice if we could get someone, you know? Capture someone, put them in there. God, look at all the hay grass we've got now. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, we're doing pretty well. This is disconnected for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. It's not toggled off, is it? Yes, it is actually turned off. But that's okay, because it's, 21 degrees, 19 degrees. Totally fine. We didn't actually lose any of our male ducks somehow, which I'm pretty surprised about. And it appears that none of the male ducks, whilst they were able to get in and have some fun with the female ducks, were able to do any naughty things. So that's very interesting. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but anyway. Colonist needs rescue. It's Gizzo. It's food poisoning. I know it is. Yep, initial food poisoning. Clav's coming down to pick him up and haul him back up into the new hospital, which is looking pretty shiny. I do believe, though, that another light or two would be quite useful in here because it does get dark. Quite dark up here, and if we're trying to do surgery, that is nicked good. So let's get that fixed up. I wouldn't mind actually sealing this in as well. So we could go ahead and grab some granite wall, or I could have just, just gone and got some. Grab some granite wall, and so that's not going to work, is it? Should I use wood? I could use wood. Do I need to worry about this to seal this in? I don't think we do. I don't think it's necessary. Let's just leave it. Let's just stop futzing with things. Okay. Now, this one's got uranium. That one's got not much plasteel left around it. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves another power conduit that we can run up to this chappy. And we'll grab another lamp that we can move up here as well. That can go right there. And that should help us keep drilling in that location and drilling up some more delicious plasteel. The steel that we've got up and over here, let's have a look. It is currently forbidden. Let's unforbid that and let's let people go back out there. Oh, I see. Well, we've actually exhausted that one, so that's probably why people aren't doing anything with it. So let's move that down a notch or two. Oh, you can actually reinstall it, huh? So let's do that instead of moving it. So let's reinstall right about there. Get the rest of that steel mined up. We may as well come through here with the allow tool and grab up these corpses and I guess some meals, may as well. There's some beers there as well. And we're out of power here because we need to rebuild this conduit and the cannons and... Oh boy. Okay, let's unforbid these doors as well to make sure that people can get outside. And oh yeah, hey, that's probably a good idea. Let's unrestrict everyone with the exception of Evo, who is an undergrounder and wishes to stay indoors. Fantastic. Let's go. Let's get cracking. Gizzo recovering from food poisoning. We now have 201 blobs of the old chem fuel here and 184 Devil Strand, which is awesome. There is an unfinished gem of arcane insight here. I don't know who would have done that. I'm guessing it's Per. Because there's no research to be done. Okay, Per. Clean this room. Prioritize gem cutting. You know what? I'm just going to let him go. I'm going to let him go because he's going to go and do that when he's ready. Unless I queue up some more research, of course. Is there anything that we do want to queue? We could start looking... multi-barrel weapons could be quite fun. Pardon me, could be quite fun. We've got our ship stuff down here that we could look into. That might be interesting. And then aside from that, advanced power? Yeah, could be interesting. Incompetent cook? Oh, God. Incompetent cook? Oh, God. Wake-up production? Penoxysilene? Penoxysilene? Yeah. Penoxysilene production... hydroponics, I don't think is really necessary. We've got a way of growing stuff in the ground without, without the open sky and rain and sun. So we don't need to worry about that. I guess, we may as well just go into that. Get some good new additional power things going on. Sugar's now knocked down. That's not the greatest. Can someone rescue Sugar? No? Just gonna ignore. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to try and achieve. First of all, hello. That's a lovely amount of ambrosia, which means that we've probably harvested this whole section out here. It doesn't. No. I don't know where that ambrosia came from. Was it from these guys? Did they drop 75? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Kank is doing some planning. I can hear some trees being chopped down, which is fantastic. And Lumpy is actually getting us some steel here. There are some chunks that have popped up, but that's totally fine. Well, that's because... Okay, so let's say could you please... No. Yes. Just relocate that drill for me, because we've run out of steel here, and as a result, all we're getting is slate chunks, which, really, that's a complete waste of our time. So let's get that reinstalled there. And we may want... Is that some more sandstone uneven bricks? Okay. We may want to continue scanning. So, Giggles... first of all, let's grab a chair for you, because I feel like that'd be nice. I mean, you are out here in the cold, drilling away for hours and hours and hours. I mean, it's like 1 AM right now. I wonder if there's a way that we could do some more efficient scanning. I mean, what we could consider doing is doing long-distance scanning. No, we've already done that, haven't we? Have we? Have we not? Have we not? Have we not? We've not. Long-range mineral scanner. Okay. So we could do long-range mineral scanner, which could be interesting, and it could allow us to detect minerals on other maps. But I don't know if I really want to be going to other maps to get steel. There's plenty of steel on this map. We just need to scan it, and then stick a drill on top of it, and go get it. And I don't think that that is really too difficult, quite frankly. It's something that we can definitely handle quite comfortably. Eric, oh dear. I was just looking at the power then and wondering why it was so low. It's because these two geothermal generators out here, like we're pouring... There's two geothermal generators which are producing 3600 watts each, and the two of them are doing nothing but powering a 200 watt deep drill, which I find quite amusing. But that's okay. We've got the materials coming in here to reconnect them back to the grid. It might not be a bad idea to have another cable coming down and connecting elsewhere in the base, or just looping around down like this. Oh no, not again. Why? Why always with the defoliator ships, huh? Why? The game just loves sending me defoliator and psychic ships, and I don't know why. It's just Freya being lazy, honestly. It's just Freya being lazy. So, I mean, we've got some fire down here. We just need to make sure that our people don't come in this direction, because if they do, we might be in a spot of bother. Let's just make sure that there's no home zone anywhere near this place. Clear home area. Okay, there's a little bit over here. I'm going to remove that. I don't know why that was home. That's fine. That's logical there. This can be removed. And this can be removed, and this can be removed, and that can be removed, and definitely that as well, and yep, get rid of those. We don't need those to be home zones. We need to... What the heck did I just hear? Okay. This fox is going to bleed out in 13 hours because it was mauled when attacking a turkey. Poor Foxy. What a shame. Too bad. Anyway, so let's carry on. Did we get that power reconnected? We did. Okay, so we're back up and running. We've got these turrets that need doing as well, but honestly, we've got bigger fish to fry. The bigger fish I'm talking about right now are these delightful marine armors that are slowly coming online. We got 69%, 69 gold. I don't know where percentages came from in that. And where did the arcane gem of insight go? Okay. Unfinished. So, could you please finish that off for me? Because what I'd like to do is get that done, and then after that is done, if you could make an what do we got? Unfinished arcane book. Yeah. So let's force to do this for a little while. Boom, and then if you'd like to make that book for me, not enough material. What are we missing? We are missing a little bit of magicite. We've got enough devil strand, but we need another, like, 64 magicite in order to be able to do something. Now, I could roll the dice and maybe get Eric to become magically gifted. And then maybe Eric could be like a priest, which could be kind of cool. But it's a real, there's not any way to guarantee that he's going to be able to get what I want him to get. I think Princess is probably our next best bet for someone with a cool magical ability. So let's get Princess to come down and grab this. Magically gifted, very nice. And how can we get some more magicite? We're going to have to dig some up. Is there any lying around on the floor in here? There is not anywhere. Okay, maybe we'll do a little cheeky bit of additional strip mining. I'm going to start there and go down like that. Do I want to do every block? No, I'm going to take this down to 3 by 3. That should be plenty for what we need. This is not connected because there's not enough steel. But what I'm hoping is that by digging in here a little bit, we're going to find ourselves another little notch of steel, another little blob. I mean, we had one right here, and there was one here-ish. So the likelihood of us finding one in this region is actually relatively slim now that I think about it. But it's well worth a shot. It's well worth a shot to see if we can find at least a little bit. And then while we're doing it, we'll get some magicite as well. And that magicite is going to be very handy to power on the next magic user in our base. And I'm going to be very excited when that person comes online. Evo is doing some brewing. Fantastic. Good to see. Food. Devil Strand has died because of cold. Oh, that's a bloody shame. Oh, that's a bloody shame. I should never have even bothered with that. We never get that through. All right, well, it's fine. It wasn't that much effort to put it all in, so let's not worry too much about it. Giggles, how close are you to the next doobly-doo? 88% until our next guaranteed find. Let's cross our fingers that it's A, nearby, like inside the base, please. Pretty please. And B, let's cross our fingers that it is steel. Because that's what I would really like right now. There's some more magicite starting to appear from our mining operation in here. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, ooh, it's good. It's good. As long as, while we're out here doing this sort of stuff, my good friends, who was it? Hang on. Who was the crafty person? Crafting. Sugar, Lumpy, Clav, and Giggles. Okay, I mean, Clav and Lumpy are in here. Sugar is working. That's fantastic. Okay. Okay, we might need to do a little bit of prioritization around who's allowed to do mining and who should be crafting, because I'd much prefer to be continuing to manufacture armor than out here digging holes in the ground, hunting for things that we don't have much chance of finding. But that's totally fine. There's a party. That is a party. That's nice. What is that noise? We got new combat skills going on. That's cool. Oh my god, what a party. What an absolute blast of a party. I can hear some joints being lit. People are playing pool. Archer's having a snooze. Slowly, like, poor old doggo. Poor old doggo. Consciousness 85%. But, aside from that, totally fine. There's a managed surge, which is going to be very handy if someone would decide to try and attack us now, actually. Kind of the perfect time. There's only one thing that's going to stop me from attacking those guys right now, and that's that we only have 7 shells. And 7 shells, an assault on a starship does not make. I wonder, I tell you what, if I deconstruct both of these autocannon turrets, it might give us enough to finish these 2 off. Maybe, or at least one of those. I would like to have one of those up and running. We've got 2 standby barrels are sitting over here, which is fantastic. Where are you going, Bowler? Where are you going? What are you doing? Cleaning blood. Yeah, okay, look. Hang on. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that, mate. You don't need to worry about that. Just clean indoors would be fine. Like, oh yeah, let's unpause that, and we're just gonna go around and tweak up the cleanliness areas in this base. It'd be lovely if I could use the oh, actually, yeah, you got to leave those power conduits because if they, oh yes, now where is it? Where is it? Feck. It's in the middle of bloody nowhere. Okay, whereabouts under there is it? Let's find out. So we'll select this up and it'll show us where it is. Oh, it's a lovely big chonky chonk. That will be delightful. Thank you. So let's select and mine that out. And we'll come down like that. It's going to be a bit of a pain to get up there. It's going to be a bit of a pain to bring stuff back down again. But I'm looking forward to getting that online. So that one's turned off. This one only has 3 pieces left. It's still 900 plasteel. It's 1,000 plasteel. And then this one, I'm just going to make sure that that one's toggled off for now. And what do we got here? So this one's still got quite a bit underneath it. I think that should be, yeah, that should be good to go for the time being. How are we looking up here? Have we got enough magicite? I'm just sort of edging. Yes, we do. We've got enough magicite. So let's go ahead and cancel this off again. Because we don't need to do any more of that. Let's get back to drilling, my friends. We've got a melee fight. Sorry, a social fight, which has resulted in Clav leveling up in melee. If you could stop that, I mean, Gizzo's probably not the best person to have a fight with. Just going to put that out there, Clav, because he is a super soldier, a level 3 super soldier now. Yeah, which is pretty rad. And has a soothing breeze as well. How you doing? Lavish meal, satisfied, intense pain, ratty apparel. Oh, really? Which of your apparel is ratty? Is it that? No, it's the pants. Okay, so that's probably something that we need to look into fairly soon. And we can do that by increasing our production of devil strands. So what we're going to do, so down here, I'm pretty sure that we are comfortably on top of the hay grass situation now. So this top field, let's change that out for devil strand, and let's get our production of devil strand amped way, way up. Per is going to come down here, bring some devil strand and some stuff together to make this. Oh my god, that just consumed all of the remainder of our gold. No, it didn't. Okay, I'm just seeing. He's probably just standing on top of it. Is that the case? Yes, it is. Right. There's our unfinished arcane book. Princess, I know you're asleep, but I'd like you to come and write in this book for me, and let's see what the RimWorld gods benefit us with. And it's going to be a bright mage. Fantastic. Guess what, Princess? You're now a bright mage. Because why not? Why not indeed? Okay, you can slide up with the rest of the magic users. So that's going to give us a Light Lance, Sunfire, Light Burst, Light Skip, Refraction, and Spirit of Light. Ooh, summons a Spirit of Light that aids and protects the caster, but we need a scroll to learn that one. Totally lovely. Fantastic. Get it on. Now, if that's going to be the case, we've got no research queued up at the moment, and that's good, because what I want Per to do, because if you look down Per's list here, it's like, yeah, go ahead, repair, deconstruct, construct, which I'm actually going to drop down to a 3 now. I want Per and Sugar to be doing magic training above all else, right? So they're then going to... no, is that the case? Is it that one that does it, or is it training? I can't remember. I thought it was that one. Or is it... It might... or is it training? It might be training. Relevant skills, shooting and melee. Well, no, because that should be Gizzo that's really doing that sort of stuff. And Gizzo will do that sort of stuff because Gizzo doesn't have anything that's over 3, so that those things will happen. We've struck some compacted steel. Where? And how? Oh, over here? Oh, okay. Well, that's a happy surprise then. It totally makes sense, though. Like, if there's a drillable piece of steel here, then of course there's going to be a drillable blob or a mineable blob of steel next door. So why don't we go ahead and bring that in? It's going to yield up quite a good amount by the looks of it. So that's fantastic. And then we can go ahead and put a drill in here later on as soon as this one has been completely exhausted. A high psychic female drone. Oh my giddy aunt, that is pretty bad. I mean, you know, if this were a psychic drone as well, then good gracious, we'd be in a bit of a bother, huh? But no, this is just a defoliator, which we don't super duper need to worry about anytime soon. In fact, we can basically just kind of ignore it for the time being. Go about our business, keep preparing ourselves, keep getting ourselves to where we want to be. And where we want to be is fully armed, fully armored, lots of magic. It's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine. Okay, cool. So, how are we looking down here? Mr. Robot, could you wake up, please, and go and do some useful things? Sale and Borg are having a bit of a snooze. Billy is as well. Evo doing some cooking. There's an animal transport pod that has crashed nearby. It's Indigo. Indigo, the male fennec fox, who's going to bleed out in 9 hours. I'm sorry, Indigo, I don't feel like going anywhere near that location, even though they're currently asleep. You know, it'd just be my luck that I'd pop down there with the intention of rescuing that fennec fox, and all of a sudden the game would be like, oh, guess what? Visitors have arrived, and then they wake them up, and then murder occurs. Okay, another 2,000 corn has arrived to join the existing 1,344. So, honestly, corn is now tickety-boo. I don't think that we need to worry about corn very much anymore. I do see that the eggs are slowly decreasing, though. And for no really good reason that I can see. Like, I mean, I think it's probably just the case that we just... That's what these ducks are able to produce. It's just not quite enough for what we are consuming. There is still some meat that's naturally coming in, however, which is fine. I mean, we're not actively hunting right now. We might want to. Like, we could go and just hunt these yaks real quick. And you know what? I'm going to do that. Let's do that. It's going to be relatively quick and easy because it's probably going to be Bear that just gets out and, like, one-shots them and just gets rid of them rather quickly. We need a research project. Yeah, we'll do one. We'll do one, but not now. Not now. So here comes Bear. Okay, that guy is legging it halfway across the world to try and escape from Bear's arrows. But yeah, Bear is totally fine. Evo, new magic skill for you. I'm just going to ignore that for the time being. And then we'll go through the next time that we need to, and when I say need to, the next time we get raided, or the next time we're getting ready to do some combat of some description, I am going to select up all of the people that we need to... Hello, what am I hearing? Oh, it's Sale. That's fine. That's totally fine, Sale. You do what you need to do, and snipe some yaks from the other side of the map with your incredible charge lance. My God almighty, that is fantastic. 2 hits. 2 hits, and it's down. Have I been sleeping on the charge lance this whole time? I mean, I haven't been sleeping on it. I know that it's fantastic. But, like, DPSA... No, not as good. DPS, not as good. But I think what we really should be looking at here is damage. Charge lance, 30. This Thrumbo is 21. So it puts it... Yeah, because of its cycle time, it's got roughly the same damage per second as the charge lance, but less damage, less armor penetration, but a slightly higher rate of fire, huh? So it might actually be worthwhile making another charge lance for... No. Bear keeps... Hello. Where the feck is that? It's like in the depths of the mine there. It's a fairly big one. I will just mark it up. But I actually doubt we can build a drill there, honestly. Yeah, no, we can. Okay, I'll mark it up. And we'll use it when we need it. But for now, I think that's probably enough giggles. Why don't you go on and do some other activities? And we'll leave the scanning because we've got a couple of spots that are set up at the moment. And I think that's totally enough. I tell you what, though. I need more steel. So, hang on. Let's toggle this on. Shouldn't have toggled it off, really. Anyone? Thank you. And then let's have a look at where that was. So it's that whole region there. That's fine. Let's grab ourselves a drill and build a copy and then place it. That's probably the most efficient. And we can also pop in a power cable, which can go like this and connect to there. And we can also pop in a lamp, which can just be next to it right about there. If I wanted to be really heckin' generous, I'd put a door here and pop in a heater. You know what? Why not? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Hey, there's no reason that we wouldn't make this a lovely, pleasant place for someone to work. It is actually going to be rather feel. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Here we go. I'll tell you what. We'll just we'll make it as pretty as possible. Whoever's going to be working in here, oh, that's as far as we can go. That's all right. We can seal that up with a granite wall, just there, and then cancel that one, and we can probably cancel those two as well. There you go. Whoever's going to be drilling in this room is going to have just a fabulous time. Actually, it's not going to be that spectacular. I could put a statue in there. Should we put a statue in there? Let's put a statue in there. Okay, let's grab this. Let's reinstall. And it's the most beautiful mining room that the world has ever seen. They're going to be fighting over it. They're going to be like Lumpy and who? Who was it? I don't know who it was. Lumpy and Clav, let's say. Like they're going to be running across here, and one of them's going to be like shotgun, and they both get a charge for it. Cargo pods apparel, and then the other one's going to be like, but I don't want to go out in the open. I want to. Ooh, a bearskin noble fur coat. What was this? Jade. Let's turn that one off for now. We don't need any more jade just yet. Anyway, that's how I'm playing it in my head. That's my. Oop, there's a hailstorm. That's my mind space for what these guys are up to. We've somehow managed to get another charge rifle, which is very interesting, unless someone's dropped theirs. Let's see. Evo. Actually, there's a way to see this without diving into every single person. So Eric, right? Yeah, that's fine. Gizzo, did you drop your rifle? No. Oh, forget about charge rifle. Interesting. Okay, well, come and equip. Is this one yours? That's very interesting. Very interesting. Why would he... Oh, because he got food poisoning and he dropped his rifle. Okay, cool. Sugar, no worries. Annual Expo would probably be good to go and check out. But there's two things that we need to worry about right now. And one of those things, if we could actually just quickly orders and haul urgently this crap, please. That'd be fantastic. More skills for Princess. Fantastic. Okay. And Billy is fully healed as well. My God, this is just... This base is now just... Oh, no, I'm not... Oh, no. Oh. You know what's going to happen. See, I was just about to say, this base is absolutely humming along. And every time I say, man, we're doing so well, like we're so on top of things, I'm really happy with where we are. It's that exact moment that Freya goes, oh, so you think you're doing well, do you? Well, let me offer you a little dangerous thing to happen. But it looks like she's not actually going to do that this time, so thank you. Thank you, Freya. I really appreciate that you aren't listening to me and deciding to make my life a misery, quite frankly. How are we doing, Lumpy? Pulling up some steel here. Fantastic. Maybe I can force someone to purr. No, that's not who I wanted. Purr. What you doing? Repairing a deep drill. That's probably not a bad idea, actually. It looks like Princess's... Okay, she's hauling. Purr, could you come and finish off these power lines and then all of this crap for me? And then bring that drill online so we can have 2 steel drills running at the same time. I feel like that's what we are going to need to keep on top of the components and stuff that we've got going on here. Oh dear. Okay, there is one thing that we are starting to run desperately low on, and it is going to impact our ability to make enough of what we want. Maybe these guys can help us out. Let's see. They're going to come around here and through the side door. Fantastic. We've got another cannon up and running. That's excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, Eric, come trade with Kuma. Hello, Kuma, from the Oriole and McCord. Welcome aboard. If you'd like to sell me some goodies, I would be most grateful. I don't know where the hell Eric was, but that's totally fine. Do you have any gold? No. That's the thing that's starting to concern me right now. You've got some more barrels, but I don't particularly want those. You've got some more magicite, which I am going to take, just to ease me up a notch or two. I could sell you some ambrosia, but I'd prefer to keep that for myself. And you've also got a bunch of useless crap. So thank you, goodbye. And let's haul that in urgent. I actually didn't need to haul that urgently. It's fine. We could have just left it where it was. It doesn't deteriorate when it's outside. Now, do I want another field of corn? I don't think that I do, you know. I feel like we should plant something that is going to provide us with some value. So we are growing Devil Strand. We've got a big plot of Devil Strand. Cotton we're okay with. Do I actually need to worry about growing anything else? I kind of don't, you know. I kind of don't need to worry about any more of these things. So maybe we just leave it with corn. Yeah, we leave it with corn. Okay, how are we looking for meat? Okay, the meat is starting to clog up the freezer a little bit. And we've got hay grass overflowing up here, which is fine. Well, we've got 2 stacks of it, which is not fine. I might just extend this down a wee smidge. So we've got a couple of extra spaces. How can we get on top? I tell you what. Simple meal. Egg. No eggs. Okay. Fine meal. Egg. No eggs. We'll just rock back and... Oh, and hang on. Kibble. Egg. That's F. Egg. No egg. No eggs for kibble. You can use meat for kibble. And there is a reasonable amount of insect meat remaining. So go ahead and do that. And then we can keep an eye on that. If the male chickens need more than what we're able to provide, are you cooking fine meals? Lavish meals. Okay, great. Eggs and corn. Yum, yum. How gourmet. Canker is sweeping up just random areas around the base because that's how the cleaning mechanics work in this game. I mean, I'd love to be able... If I were to set Canker to indoors only, then that would be better. Honestly, I should have installed the cleaning areas mod ages ago, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, friends. It doesn't matter. It's not taking us that much more time. Panthera nice. It's not taking him that much more time. We are staying on top of all the things we need doing. We're actually running low on plasteel. No, we're not. Nowhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near it. Things are getting shuffled around in here, which is always good to see. We've got 153 packet survival meals. I don't know if we actually need that many. And here's the thing that I want to see. I don't want these chairs to be within the Hello Sailor, a legendary marine armor. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gizzo. This makes sense. This makes sense to me, my friend. And if you would like to then... Actually, what I'll just do is jump into here. And I'll clear forced. And I'm going to set everyone back to regular meds because that's a good idea. Okay. I mean, I could have given that to Sugar, couldn't I? Oh, well. She'll do another one, I'm sure. What is your crafting skill, by the way, Sugar? 17.8. Fantastic. Fan-friggin-tastic. Steel is starting to show up. Oh, a good amount of steel is showing up in here. 965. That should be enough to keep all of this ticking along. The limiting factor right now is gold. Because we do need the gold for both the armor, of which we currently have made 5 out of the 15 that are required. Oh, no. We need uranium. So what was the gold used for? Oh, the advanced components. Right. 3 gold apiece. Which means that we've got 11 more advanced components that we can make before we are bingo. on advanced components, or bingo on gold, and therefore bingo on the advanced stuff that we can make, i.e. marine armor, marine helmets, and better weapons of all of those varieties. So let's try this. And Frenzy's now got a friggin' work frenzy. Sorry, Sugar has a work frenzy as well. Speaking of sugar, I just drank a Coke, and I don't usually drink Coca-Cola, but occasionally I like to have a Coca-Cola. And when I do have a Coca-Cola, I am like, holy balls, what is this sugar in my body? Because I don't eat processed sugar. And then when I do drink a Coke, then I'm like, I'm just amped up. I'm like, let's party. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary how much it affects me. But it's like, you know, if you don't do a thing, like, think back to the first time you went to a party when you were younger and you drank some alcohol. I don't know about you, but it hit me like a ton of bricks. Or the first time that I had a cigarette, I almost fell over on my ass. And, you know, because I was unaccustomed to that thing. And so if I don't drink Coca-Cola and then I have a Coca-Cola, it's like, wow, a massive, massive hit of caffeine and sugar. And my body just goes... Also, don't smoke, kids. It's bad. Right. How are we looking down here? This is turned off and that one's uranium. These two... Okay, this one's turned off, but that's okay because we've got a fair amount of plasteel. And then this one, how you doing? Okay. Is anyone going to use this thing, or are they going to use the closer one first? We'll let them use the closer one first. And also, I did say that I wanted a door just there. Lovely. Okay. Is it necessary to do this? No. No, this is a ludicrous thing to do, but I reserve the right to do ludicrous things in this game because doing ludicrous things is fun. And I won't hear anything else about it. Okay, so when this one starts to pull chunks... or blow chunks, I don't know, then what we can do is identify that the chunks are starting to come up, and we can toggle that one off and force the drillers to move on to the next one. Ideally, I'd very much like to find some underground gold. And as a result, I'm going to toggle that back on, get Giggles to do another day or two's worth of scanning, and see if we can find ourselves some underground gold with which we can do some good. We've got 7 shells sitting there. And it means that we're not actually making... No, that's at this table, is it? Okay. Did I straight up cancel the shells bill? Oh no, I straight up suspended it. Let's go ahead and allow that bill to carry on, because we're at the point now where I would very much like to take out those mechanoids down the bottom there. I'll allow everything else to carry on whilst we're getting ready. But yeah... Raining some hellfire down on them, I think is a very, very good thing to try and do. And in fact, what we're going to do, I'm going to take this up to like 40, which is a danger. A critical danger. Oh god. Okay, hang on, wait. Alright. Reinforced barrel? No thank you. Zone, stockpile zone in here maybe? Reinforced barrel. Okay, clear all and tick and priority critical. I just realized that putting the reinforced barrel right next to this thing means that if someone does have a technophobe tantrum and try and destroy this, then it's going to destroy the barrels at the same time, and it will immediately stop any ability we have to do any work like this. I'd also like to reinforce this wall all the way through here. Was that slate? Do we have slate? We do have slate. Yes, we've got a bit of slate lying about. So let's let people take care of this. And then Per can come down and put a wall in. Or Eric. You know, whoever's willing to do it. I'd like to get that in. Oh, it's Per. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, I feel more comfortable about those barrels being protected now. I mean, they're... You know, they don't need to be this close by, but it'd be nice in the event that we need to change the barrel, which we are going to have to do after 9 shots. Some more jade, we don't need it, but thank you. So yeah, after 9 shots, we're going to need to change out the barrel, and I'd prefer for that barrel not to meet an unsightly demise between us, right, between now and us needing it. Another social fight between Borg and Clav. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Okay, a Manhunter pack has arrived. They are Fenrir's. Oh, shit. How many? 5. Okay, we can take them. We can take them. Let's also... I need to just double check on everyone's defensive positions. So let's get everyone to come over here, except for Eric, who can be there, just standing by on rescue detail, and everyone else will just redo that a little bit. So just like that. Okay. Shiver me timbers. Billy. Get in through the door, my friend. Don't run a gun. Don't run a gun. Where's your run a gun? Why am I not seeing it? There it is, run a gun. Just stop running a gunning. Just run. Okay, get in through the door and let it close. Okay, one's gotten through. Billy, now might be a time to run a gun. The other one's been turned back, so we only have to deal with one of them, and it's down. Fantastic stuff. Okay, everyone, I need you to remember that this is your new defensive position. Now, while we're waiting for people to, for Fenrir's to come around the corner, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Sugar, how many points do you have? 2. Okay. Do we want to go for more into open book, or do we want to start pushing into mind killer? Or do we want to go into suppressive aura? What about symbiosis? Entwines the fate of the empath with the target. The empath will enter into a mentally vacant state, unable to control their own body as they project their will and reinforce the will of the target pawn. The empath will still maintain any pre-existing... Okay, that's... Wow, that's wild. I think if we just go like a couple of points in clarity and focus, that's fine. Right, Evo. Soul Bond. Demons or those possessing the power of a demon can create a soul bond with another pawn who will sustain or host the bond. The bond provides energy from the soul of the host to the demonkin. In exchange, the emotions of the host are washed away in bliss. The soul bond also creates a link that allows the demonkin to travel to or summon the host. It's probably not the time for us to be thinking about something that complicated. We'll come back to that. I just want him to be throwing mad, powerful shadow bolts all over the place, and then we can start looking at some of these guys down here. Princess, you've got 5 points available. Great. 1, 2, and then I guess we'll just go with Light Lance to begin with, and we'll work our way down the table from there. Gizzo, how are you looking on your might table? 2 points, fitness and coordination, my friend. And then Bear, how are you looking? Oh my god, Gizzo's got a mortar. Why are we not using that? Okay. 2 points, fitness and coordination, and then probably strength as well. And then Sail, fitness, coordination, strength, improved ammo, stamina cost, adrenaline, disabling shot we'll leave off for now. And I think we should probably turn on anti-armor, nanites, and reduce the stamina cost, and then probably explosive rounds as well. And then if we select everyone up here, let's just go through and turn on the things that we want to turn on. So I do want to turn on anti-armor. No, I need to right-click and click that again. Whoop, shit, no. Okay, you can turn it off, but you can't turn it on. So let's select these individually and say headshot, anti-armor, yes. You may as well also do disabling shot. That's totally fine. And Gizzo, what have you got that we want to play with here? Suppressing fire, no. Self-aid is fine, and boop, boop, and boop for you. Fantastic. Per, what are your actions that we might want you to do? They're all active, that's totally fine. And Sugar, suppressive aura, I don't really want to play with at the moment. Shadow Bolt is fine. And then Repulsion and Dominate we can ignore for the time being. We'll just use our regular things. That's not automatic, that's a bit of a shame. Unless it is just an ability that she is going to use, but we're just about to find out, my friends. We're just about to find out. So here they come. They're coming a little bit faster than what I was hoping, or a little bit more together than what I was hoping, but one of them is already bleeding out in 7 hours, and another is bleeding out in 6, so that's fantastic. We managed to just get a couple of shots into them. So Princess, are you going to do anything magic? Or do I need to, like, select and fire? Okay. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh my god, she's injured everyone around her. Dear God Almighty, hold the phone. Yep. Oh my god Almighty. Left eye burned by lice. Bowler. Okay. Canker. Left kidney destroyed. Okay, so don't do that when Princess is at the back of the line. But holy shit, that was powerful. So Princess and Bowler, maybe if you two would like to just swap places for me, that'd be fine. Cool, and we'll just remember that for next time, shall we? Because that was pretty badass, but blinding people, not so disco. I'm just going to put that out there. And based on that, I think we might want to make a bionic eye. Yep. Who was that? Borg? No. Was it Clav? No. Was it Bowler? No. Was it Billy? It was not Billy. Hold up. Was it only temporary? Right index finger destroyed fresh. Yikes. She's not going to be able to play StarCraft very well anymore. Okay, evidently that was just a temporary thing, like a flashbang, so that's cool. I'm very happy with that, because I don't really need to make that. And I don't want to make that, so it's fine. Right, how are we looking? We got some people recovering. We have this here boy. We're still not making any more of those doobly whatsits, so that's okay. I might actually just copy the settings on one of these, and then we'll just select a stack more of these so we can get the rest of the clothing out of the base. Just 6 tables up here, looking after the weapons should be perfectly sufficient. Okay. So, here's where we currently stand. We have crafted 6 marine armors now. I don't know who's picked up the next one, but someone's definitely picked it up. It was probably, I guess, Kanker? Yes, I'm pretty sure that I didn't see Kanker wearing armor before. So we're on top of food in a major way. We're doing rather tastily with our food, 3,639. We're doing rather well with steel with this new drill producing a good amount, and this one here I believe is almost shot. Apparently, hold up, what is that? Jade. Okay, don't worry about that. We are still scanning and looking around to see if we can find some gold. And how are we doing on this? There's only a little bit of plasteel left here, but we do have a reasonable amount in storage, 468. And the armor only costs about 100, so yeah, we can make another 4-ish with what we currently have, and the additional drilling that we're doing should just keep us ticking along. But we're back in the positive with steel, with 1,815 on board, and then from there, I don't know, I wonder if there's a way that we can do advanced management and tie into the drilling, so that we don't drill if we have a certain amount. It might be possible. Is it possible? New job. New mining job. Yeah, no, this is just drilling. Oh, sorry, this is just mining. It's a shame that it doesn't include a way to manage drilling, huh? Okay. Well, that's a shame. Maybe there's a mod that does that. Maybe there probably is. Anyway, friends, thank you very much for joining me today. I do hope that you've enjoyed this episode, and then I'll see you next time.